Shalom, shalom. Waiting for a few other brothers to join on. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Can y'all hear me? I just texted in to see, make sure y'all can hear me. Shalom, shalom. All right, cool. Thank you for answering, Lewis Cologne. Shalom, brother. Shalom, Lewis. Shalom, Ayash. Shalom, brothers and sisters who are watching right now. Today I'm gonna do a quick lesson of why there are two different genealogies according to the book of Matthew and Luke. Give all you brothers and sisters something to think about. So we're gonna get into that, and y'all are going to learn a lot about what I'm about to bring out about the genealogies of Luke and Matthew. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for a few brothers to get on, and then I'm going to start. I'm probably wait for like another minute. But while we're waiting, I'll show you, brothers and sisters, what I'm going to be using today. Of course, we're going to be using scripture. I got some things out I'm going to bring out that I have on the computer. And then I'm also we're going to talk about the genealogy of Christ, right? Through the book of Matthew, and as you see from the Gospel of Luke. It's from a book that the brother Shamar gave me. So we're going to be using that, called the Rose Book of Bible Charts, Maps, and Timelines, right? And today and this book is very, very helpful especially when it talks about, start breaking down genealogies of just not Christ, of just a lot of people. You got a lot of maps, a lot of beautiful information in this book, but we're going to be using this so you guys can keep up what I'm saying. And I even got these little things to represent, to give you guys a little model to represent who I will be talking about, so you guys won't get lost. I'm going to break it down very easy for you brothers and sisters. But again, the topic is going to be explaining the two genealogies from Matthew and Luke and why did they differ. We're going to prove that the Gospel of Luke is not talking about Mary's genealogy, not at all. We're going to prove that. And, let's get into it. Okay? First of all, like I said, I'm going to start with this book. For you brothers and sisters who are interested of what I'm going to be showing you of the genealogy. Okay? So like I said, we're going to be talking about the genealogy of Christ, right? This is from the book of Matthew. As you see, it starts from Abraham all the way down to Jacob, to Joseph, to Christ, and then from the Gospel of Luke, right, we're going to be talking how Christ comes all the way up through Joseph, all the way up to Adam. And what I want you to, brothers and sisters, to notice is that between the two genealogies, it shows you the ones that are connected and the ones that aren't connected, right? Okay. Now, the first part I want to bring out, right, and the reason why we see a difference in the genealogy is because when we get to right around here, brothers and sisters, right, because we see that Joseph, right, it says that Joseph's father was Jacob. But in Luke, it says Joseph's father was Heli. So we know that both of those, something's going on here, right? They both can be the father of Joseph, right? Well, technically, yes, right? Because what brothers and sisters don't know is that, let's go to the model real quick. Let's pretend that this is Jacob. Let's pretend that this is Heli, okay? What brothers and sisters don't know is that Jacob and Heli, right, were stepbrothers, right? Now, Heli was married, right? He had his wife. But he died childless, meaning he died without a child, right? And them being stepbrothers, Jacob married his brother-in-law's wife according to the book of law, right? And we see this in Deuteronomy, what is it? Deuteronomy 25 and verse 5. And it reads, if brethren dwell together and one of them die and have no child, like I said, Heli died childless, right? His brother, stepbrother, Jacob, married his wife to carry Heli's name. If thy brethren, Deuteronomy 25 and 5, if thy brethren dwell together and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her and take her to him to wife and perform the duty of a husband's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn, so who was the firstborn from Jacob? Joseph, right? And it shall be that the firstborn which she shall beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel. You see that, brothers and sisters? So when Heli died childless, his stepbrother Jacob, right, married his wife, begotten Joseph, but by law it was Heli's son. So Joseph, so like I said, the scriptures don't lie. So when Luke talks about, hold on, let's go to it. Okay. So when Luke says this, in Luke 23, Jesus, when he began his ministry, was about, hold on, is this it? Yeah. His ministry was about 30 years of age, being the son, as was supposed, of Joseph, the son of Heli. So no, it wasn't actually lying. He is the son of Heli according to the law, right? But notice in the book of Matthew, it says that the begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Joseph. So by nature, Jacob is Joseph's biological father. But by law, where is it? But by law, he is the son of Heli. Now I know what you're saying. Well, why do these two lineages differ if they're supposed to be brothers, right? Jacob and Heli are supposed to be brothers, right? This is where Mathan and Mathat come into play, right? So let's go back to the models. Okay, so this is how it went down, right? Let's say that this is Mathan, okay? According to the genealogy, Mathan married a woman named Esther, right? Her name, if you want to know how to spell it, is Esther, Esther, right? So Mathan married Esther, right? And had Jacob, right? And had Jacob. But Methan ended up dying, and Ether was a widow, right? And she already had Jacob, which by law, according to Deuteronomy 25, right? So she already carried his name. So Methan already has his name carried through Jacob, right? So she was free to marry outside. That's when she, Esther, married Methat. Who is Methat? Methat was Heli's father. Okay? So when Ether married Methat, right? And Jacob was Methat's stepson, but they two had Heli, which was Heli, right? Heli. So remember, so you had Heli and Jacob now, who are stepbrothers. They're stepbrothers. And like I said, Heli died childless. His brother, Jacob, took on Heli's wife, who was childless, and through his name, he lives on. Right? Does everybody get what I just broke down? Woo! See, this is where you find books like, I'll give you the name, by a 4th century historian named Eusebius. And the book is Eusebius' Ecclesiastical History. And in that book, you'll find out how Heli and Jacob's wife, how Methan and Methat's wife was Esther. Right? So you'll find that genealogy through that historian. And also, hold on. Here we go. And it says, prior to the explanation above, the explanation of Sextus Julius Africanus, that there had been a levirate marriage, and that Joseph's grandfather, Methan, descendant of Solomon, had a wife called Esther. See, like I was telling you, right? Esther. So Methan, his wife, was Esther. Like I was telling you, Methan died, which freed Esther to remarry. And she married Methat, right? Which we're going to keep reading. Hold on. So he had a wife, and his wife was called Esther, not recorded in the Bible, with whom her father, Jacob, Joseph's father, but Methan died. And Esther married Heli's father, Melchi, or Nathan, or, like we just said, Methat, right? So she married Methat. Then when Heli died childless, like I was saying, again, but it wasn't recorded in the Bible, Joseph's father, Jacob, took Heli's wife to raise up children for Heli and left Joseph adopted in Heli's widow's house. So like I said, you can read about that from Sextus Julius Africanus, and also from the book of Eusebius' Ecclesiastical History. And you can find that in the, I believe it's the first book, first book, 7th chapter, page 21, like the second paragraph down, when you read that into that, to that book, right? So as we see, go back to the genealogy, right? Jacob, Heli, stepbrothers. Heli died childless. Jacob married Heli's wife and was the actual father of Joseph. But by law, like we read according to Deuteronomy 25, the name still goes by Heli. Right? Now, I also want you to notice something else for these Old Testament who likes to say, oh, well, according to Matthew, Christ can't be king because of King, right, Jeconiah, who was cursed, right? That no king should raise after Jeconiah, right? But if you notice, hold on, I'm trying to wait till it starts focusing. But if you notice, Jeconiah is not mentioned under Heli's genealogy all the way up to Adam. So when these brothers and sisters saying, well, Christ can't be a king because according to Matthew, Jeconiah, the curse of Jeconiah. Well, according to the law, by law, Heli is Joseph's actual father. Okay? And according to Heli's bloodline and genealogy, there is no Jeconiah. That's a dagger for anybody, and this is why I'm teaching you, brothers and sisters, to defend it, because I know people like to talk about, oh, this is talking about Mary's genealogy. No, it's not. You know why? Because how can it be through Mary's genealogy, right, where it says that what? Hold on. Heli died, what, people? Childless. So if anybody wants to come with that poor excuse that, oh, the book of Luke is talking about Mary's genealogy. No, it's not, because Heli died childless. So Heli couldn't even be the father of Mary. Can't even be the father. Mary can't, you know what I'm saying? That can't even be Mary's father, because Heli died childless. That's how you chop that argument up. I hope you guys are understanding where I'm showing y'all today. 2 daggers I'm showing y'all today. Can't be talking about Mary's genealogy because Heli died childless, okay? So he didn't even have a child, okay? But it was through Jacob. Mary does not come through Jacob. That's why there's a difference. That's why I said there's a difference when you read Matthew, right? Everything is about begot, 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 right? Because that's the actual genealogy by nature, right? But by law, that's why in Luke it says the son of Heli, the son of Levi, the son of Malachi, the son of the son. Notice it switches from the son, but not saying begotten, right? That's the difference. So this can't be talking about Mary, because first of all, Heli died childless. And the brothers and sisters that want to talk about, oh, Christ can't rule because of the genealogy of Matthew, because they're going by the actual bloodline, but not by the bloodline by law, which is through Heli's all the way up to Adam. And you see the same, like I said, in the gray, these are what they have in common. They both come from Abraham. They both come from Isaac. They both come from Jacob. They both come from Judah and Tamar, from Perez, from Hazan, from Ram, from Nishan, from Solomon, from Boaz, from Obed, from Jesse, and King David. They all share that. But there you see the genealogy changes from both of them. But then again, picks up at Shealtiel and Zerubbabel. But everything else is different. And like I said, it was going to be a quick lesson. Hope you guys paid attention to it. If not, I would suggest to go back, because like I said, it's only like a 10-15 minute video. It's a very quick lesson. I even use these things as props to help break it down easier for y'all, so y'all can follow what I was actually saying. But I hope you guys were edified. I hope you guys been having a good weekend. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters. Let me see. Shalom to Brother Daniel. Shalom to Eddie. Shalom to Yasha. To Navajo Jose. To Ayash. Paw Patrol. Yeah, I know my kids. That's if you have kids, you know what that is. You know what that's about. But yeah, I hope you guys were edified, and love you all. Shalom.